Friday's Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this Super Bowl Sunday. I've been asked to make some tostadas for a Super Bowl party that family's going to. I'm not interested because neither of the teams matter to me. But other than that, I'm fixing to have fun putting together an authentic, well, semi-authentic tostada for people to enjoy and eat. We're going to go over some of the ingredients for now. There will be others for the toppings. Let's see. There you can see. Of course, I've got about 4 pounds of good ground chuck. The star of the show is a big bag of corn tortillas, and these are fresh tortillas because we're going to have to fry these babies. Now, if you want to, if you're gluten free, you can make your own fresh tortillas and fry them. And we're going to be making a homemade chili first. And it's not my usual chili because I like beans in it, but we're going to have homemade refried beans on the tostadas already. So for the chili, I have about 4 pounds of really good ground beef or ground chuck. It's 81-19, I think it is. You can use 90-10 if you want to. You can leave the chili, meat out of the chili completely. It's up to you. I have a can of real Rotel tomatoes. I have a can of fire roasted diced tomatoes, an onion, some garlic, and these are the seasonings for the chili. Of course, chili powder, oregano leaves, dried oregano, dried parsley, and this is the secret that a lot of people don't know is in your chili seasoning. Sage, rubbed sage. That's what makes chili really good. Also have some, I'm going to use some dehydrated bell peppers. So we're going to get started on the chili first. And I want to cut up 1 onion because the Rotel already has onions in it. Y'all have to excuse the dogs around here. I don't know what's the deal. They done lost their minds. Every dog in their neighborhood wants to bark. And making homemade tostadas are so easy. Most people don't know, and all they need is to be shown how to do it. I don't know, I didn't get the memo for the barkathon that's going on today. Of course, I prefer my onions to be a little bit bigger, a more coarse dice. Okay, gonna get my pan. Put my onions down into my pan. Wipe this area up so I put the pan on top of it. And believe me, that would get to stinking the minute I started cooking. and break the meat up. It makes it easier when it starts to cook. Now I'll tell you another thing, another tool that's wonderful to break your meat up is an old-fashioned potato masher. The one with the wire ziggy bottom on it. Not a potato ricer. But I'm trying to hurry because I want to get this done before they have to leave. Set my spoon here, and I'll bring you right back. We're fixing to head over to the stove. Okay, got the fire on. Let me get my pot. And we're going to get this to cooking. Okay, once the meat is done, I will bring y'all right back. Okay, thankfully I don't have to drain my meat. There's hardly any grease in there. So in goes the 1 can of Rotel tomatoes. Now it's your choice if you use the spice or really hot ones or whatever flavor Rotel. In goes the can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. And that'll give it more juice in there. I'm going to do, you can do 1 large diced bell pepper. I'm going to do about a handful of dehydrated, and a little bit more, of dehydrated bell peppers. And I forgot to mention, I already put 2 tablespoons of minced garlic in there because we like a lot of garlic. And those bell peppers are going to soak in the moisture. I want several more hands. 1, 2 tablespoons of parsley. One big tablespoon of dried oregano. The secret ingredient to good chili, about a tablespoon of rubbed sage. I prefer my chili to be a whole lot chunkier, but not my chili. Well, we're not eating the chili. Alright, and now, the chili powder, is seasoned to taste. I'm going to take this lid off. There's a certain color I look for when I add my chili powder, and I'm not there yet. So I'd say probably 3 to 4 tablespoons of chili powder. Like I said, that is seasoned to taste. Add a couple of tablespoons. Try it after a while. Let me cut that flame down. Add a couple of tablespoons, stir real good. Taste it. If it's not strong enough for you, add another tablespoon. Let it simmer for a while and keep going until you get the chili to taste the way you want it to. Alright, I'm going to let that simmer for just a little bit, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, last but not least, it's not tomato enough for me. I'm going to start out with a good tablespoon of tomato paste. Yep, I'm going to want another one. And you want to make sure that that tomato paste gets mixed in, because believe me, it's not going to taste good if somebody bites into a big old blob of tomato paste. Now, that looks a whole lot better. Because you want your chili good and thick to go on your tostadas, or it's going to run everywhere. Okay, I'm going to get over here and set up some of the toppings, and I'll bring you back when it's time to cook the tostadas. See you here in a bit. Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance. The neighbors are being loud as can be and obnoxious. Hopefully they'll be quiet. I have my cast iron skillet with my corn oil heating up in it. It's ready to go. Now, I checked the vegetable oils. Every one of them was nothing but solid soybean oil. I refuse to use soybean oil. I will not use canola oil. I wanted peanut, but man, peanut's just ridiculous. Peanut oil is ridiculous anymore. So I'm going to just use good old corn oil here. And you'll put one tortilla in at a time. And you're going to want to bounce it so the top will get good and pretty and puffy. You're going to want a big bowl that has a lot of paper towels in it so these can drain. And when your oil's at the right temperature, they cook fast. You want them just golden brown. And you want to drain as much oil as you can off of them. And stand them up in your bowl of paper towels so that way they'll drain. We're going to do one more. And I'm using corn tortillas, which I prefer them a whole lot better. And that's 2 down. I've got to make about 12, and I will bring you back as soon as I get them all fried up. See you here in a bit. Okay, I am done frying the tostadas, or the tortillas, I mean. Now, you're going to take one. Now, you always want to fry extra because there's always going to be one possibility or several of breaking. And then this is my canned, homemade refried beans. Now, I like my refried beans with some beans still left in it. I don't want it pureed like you get in the can at the store. And then what you're going to do, now, what I usually do now, after I get the base of the refried beans, I like to put some shredded lettuce, some salsa, some avocado on here. Now you might can see, sorry, the sun, I'm enjoying seeing the sun, but the beans are the glue that holds everything on there. But of course these people are vegetable haters, so. And then you want a good spoonful of your chili on top. And you want to sprinkle your cheese. And you put them down on your cookie sheet. Now you can put these in your oven and melt the cheese, and then once that's done, I like to top mine with some sour cream. It's wonderful. We're going to make one more. There's your refried beans. Good big old scoop of chili. And a good sprinkling of cheese. We'll make one more. Simple, easy, anybody can make this. And what you put on it is absolutely limitless. If you wanted to, if you don't want to put chili on it, you can just make it vegetarian. And I said, of course, they don't like sour cream either. After I get these 6 made, I'm going to make 6 more and pop them in the oven until your cheese melts. Simple, easy, anyone can do this. Look how pretty those are. Now, this is the first recipe. Once I get these done, I'm going to fry up some more tortillas. And I'm going to show you a second version of how I like to make them also. Now, like I said, you can put guacamole on it, shredded lettuce, fajita-style sauteed bell peppers and onions. You name it, whatever you like. Make your tostada that way. You just got to be really gentle when you handle them, because these will break on you. Alright, I'll see you back after a while once I get all these done so they can head to their Super Bowl party. And then I'm going to show you another version of tostadas. See you after a while. Okay, here we go. Take 2 of the second part of the tostada video. You could see my lips moving, but you couldn't hear what they were saying at all. Because apparently I forgot to cut mute off on my microphone. So, I will just tell you what I put in with the chicken. And I'll also have the recipe, the ingredients in the description box below. So we're going to turn the camera down here. And I apologize, everyone. I guess I'm going to be having another tostada later tonight. Alright, in the skillet here. Now over here, I opened up another jar of my refried beans, and I have them heated up and hot. In this skillet, I have 2 cups of pulled rotisserie chicken breast. I have a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of tomato paste. I have, let's see, half a tablespoon of dried oregano, half a tablespoon of, dried parsley. I have a tablespoon of chili powder, and I have about 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 12-ounce container of medium heat. You can use mild, you can use hot, whichever one you choose, a pico de gallo, and I caught it on clearance. That's why I'm using it. So, and I just added everything at the same time in the skillet, and all I done was heat it up until it was thoroughly heated, and all of the tomato paste mixed with the juices, and it's all mixed in together. So here we go on the second tostada. I'm full from the first one, so this one's going to be a while before I can eat it. Alright, you want to take your fried corn tortilla, and you're going to spread some refried beans on it. I home make my refried beans, and I pressure can them. Look how pretty those refried beans are. Now, all ingredients are optional. This is one of my own recipes that I come up with by myself. Oh my gracious. I'm going to use a good amount of, this is holy guacamole. It's all natural guacamole that I caught on clearance. So I'm happy. This is my tostada because my other half's not going to touch the guacamole. I have tried. He has certain limitations. You want a good amount of guacamole on there. If you don't like guacamole, leave it off. If you love guacamole, put on as much as you like. And then we're going to put some of our chicken mixture on here. Make sure you get that good and hot, because it's going to help your cheese to melt. And once again, I apologize, because I had totally forgot that I did not cut my sound back on. And you're going to want to sprinkle on as much cheese as you like. I'm going a little lighter on mine, but I still love cheese, but I have to be careful of how much cheese I eat because of no gallbladder. Now, I know because of the heat from the chicken and the heat from the refried beans, it's going to melt my cheese enough for my likes. If you want to, you can make these and put them on a cookie sheet. I put parchment paper on my cookie sheet, put the tostadas on, and you can put them in your oven about 350, 400, and leave them in there just long enough till the cheese is melted. This is going to sit for a while, so I know the cheese will melt. And of course, this is my tostada. I like sour cream on mine. I'm sorry, everyone. I hope you can't hear all that crazy mess in the background. These people gone crazy at Super Bowl night. But look at that beautiful, healthy tostada. Simple, easy, anybody can make their own homemade tostadas. Ingredients are limitless. Whatever you like is what you put on your tostada. They're wonderful. They can be a complete meal if you make it right. Simple, easy, and main part is homemade. You know what's going in them. I hope you enjoyed this video and it encourages you to make your own tostadas. They are absolutely wonderful. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. See you soon.